It's summer in the Catskills. We're talking about eating wild food and why wild food matters. And I told you that if you want to hear the whole class, it's going to be at Botanicals on the Beach. They're also recorded. I'll be giving this presentation the end of August, so if you can't get out to Seattle, Washington for Botanicals on the Beach, you can go to Tree Farm and you can find this recording about why eating wild food matters. We've talked about some of the reasons why eating wild food matters. We've talked about the fact that the minerals in wild foods are different and far better for you than supplements or even the minerals in organic foods. We've talked about the fact that the wild foods often contain bitter components that make our liver function better and help us to produce vitamins from the plants. And probably the best reason, and that's why I've saved it for last, we're not going to wash those wild foods. Here's a wonderful example of a wild food that I really like in my salad. Some people call it sour clover because to them it looks like a clover because it has 3 leaves. This is Oxalis. There are many forms of Oxalis. I found Oxalis from the tropics right up into the cold regions, and it is very sour. Delicious. Now you notice I didn't wash it. What that means is I'm not just eating the leaf, I'm not just eating constituents of the leaf, but I'm also eating the microflora, the biota, the microbiota on there. So there's bacteria, there's molds, there's yeast, there's all kinds of microscopic things on that leaf that I just ate. And those things are going to go into my gut and they're going to colonize my gut. For about the past decade, we've been looking at what's in the human gut and we are making astonishing discoveries. We are discovering that what's in your gut has a lot to do with how healthy your heart is, how healthy your hormones are, what your mood is, and how long you live. A little bit of wild food changes that gut flora to happy gut flora, makes you happier, makes everything work better in your life. Look at all the green blessings that we are surrounded with. Here's something from the mustard family and the cabbage family. Easy to identify because it has 4 petaled flowers, often white or yellow, sometimes pink or purple. And they always leave behind really interesting seed pods. Shepherd's purses in this family, it has an interesting seed pod. And so do these. Everything in the cabbage family is edible, and these again are plants that you will find everywhere. You can eat the seed pods. These are very delicious. Very fancy restaurants will often serve radish seed pods, which have quite the bite to them. You can eat the flowers in your salad. And of course, when there are leaves on the plant, we can eat the plants as well. Herbal medicine is people's medicine. Green blessings are right outside your door. Come on out and play.